What if you could make the most of your financial situation so that you can pay your home loan off faster? What if you could save thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on your home loan? What if you could also set yourself up in life so that you can really start to build wealth? This is Pay It in 5. I'm Dr. Linda Hamilton. We paid our home loan off in 5 years. I wrote Pay It in 5 to share how you can pay your home loan off faster and make money work for you. Pay It in 5. How to pay your home loan off in 5 to 10 years. Written and read aloud by Linda Hamilton. Step 2. Calculate. Interest on debts grow without rain. Quote, Yiddish proverb. Chapter 10. Be strategic and realistic. Whilst your lender will determine the maximum amount of money they would be willing to lend you based on your ability to afford minimum repayments over a 30-year term, savvy borrowers calculate their own limits and know themselves what they can afford. By calculating and planning to set your own limits, you will be in control of your own home loan. You will choose the most suitable loan for you, and you will achieve the greatest value in a loan. How much can you really afford to repay? The limits that you establish for yourself can be determined by knowing how much you can repay per week, fortnight, or month. Look at your income and determine how much of your income you can afford to pay towards your home loan on a regular basis. But before we get started, answer this question. How often do you get paid? Or if you are buying with someone else and they are the regular income earner, how often do they get paid? Is it every week, every fortnight, or every month? How often you get paid determines when you will be making repayments. From here on in, when you are asked to calculate something, use the answer you just gave. If you get paid weekly, work out your repayments on a weekly basis. If you get paid fortnightly or monthly, use that to work out your repayments. Next, you might be wondering, how much should I be paying towards my home loan? There are just 2 more important questions to answer before we can answer that question. Question number 1. How much do you earn? Only you know how much you earn on a regular basis. If you do not always earn the same amount, base it on the minimum you earn on a regular basis. Bear in mind, when you do apply for a home loan, your lender will always ask you for your last 2 or 3 most recent pay slips, and they have to be consecutive. If you get paid weekly, they have to be from the last 2 or 3 weeks. If you get paid fortnightly, they have to be from the last 2 or 3 fortnights. If you get paid monthly, they have to be from the last 2 or 3 months. We learnt this the hard way with my casual wage when I did not have consecutive pay slips. I'll tell you about that later. When you apply for a home loan, you must be able to provide evidence that your earnings are what you say they are for 2 or 3 consecutive pay slips in a row. How much do you earn after you pay tax? And how often do you get paid? Write that down somewhere. Question 2. How much are your future expenses? Household bills can put a big dent into your home loan repayments, so you need to work out how much that will be before you commit to your repayment amount. We were renting at the time we purchased, so we already had the usual household bills and could account for those extra future costs already. The only extra regular repayment we would have to make was purchasing our home and contents insurance each year. If you are lucky enough not to be paying household bills, working out your future bills could come as a nasty shock. The most regular household bills are grocery bills, home and contents insurance, electricity, gas, water rates, council rates, internet and or home phone bills, mobile or mobile data bills, car registration, servicing fees, car insurance and associated car running and maintenance costs. Strata, if you purchased an apartment, townhouse, villa or a home in a community area. Land tax, if applicable. Property maintenance costs. You may even have other household bills that I have not listed here. For example, television subscriptions, gym memberships, retail shopping, holidays, entertainment, eating out, school fees, fees for kids' activities, or childcare. Whatever bills you have or are about to have, you need to estimate what these could be, as they will eat into your home loan repayments. Do this before committing to a repayment amount. I have not estimated the cost of household bills in this book, as they are different for everyone. To quickly work out how much your bills will cost per week, fortnight or month, download the free Pay My Bills worksheet on paidin5.com/gifts and estimate your bills per week, fortnight, month or even year. Work it out so that it has the same timing as you get paid, for example, per week, fortnight or month. Then write that amount somewhere. Now for the all-important question, how much can you repay regularly? Maybe you already know this. If you use the Pay My Bills calculator, congratulations, you've just worked this out. If not, you can do that now or work it out for yourself. In general, the banks may determine the amount of money you can borrow based on repayments of around 30% or lower of your main source of income. However, if you would really like to get ahead faster, you should aim to make repayments based on somewhere between 30 and 50% of your income, depending on your income and expenses, that you can pay off on a regular basis in a short amount of time. To work out how much you can repay regularly, work out what your income is after you've paid tax and minus your expenses. Note, both the earnings and expenses should either be per week, fortnight or month. Now you have an estimate for how much you could put towards your home loan or other expenses. To work this out as a percentage of your income, take your savings amount and divide this by your income after tax is paid. Again, stay in the same category for week, fortnight or month to work this out. For example, borrower A plans to repay $700 per week towards their home loan, and they earn $1,200 per week. As a percentage, this is repayment divided by income equals percentage of income going towards the home loan. For borrower A, this works out to be around 66% of their income going towards their home loan. That is $700 divided by $1,200. They know that some weeks they may be able to repay $600, and in other weeks they may be able to repay up to $900. But in general, they are confident and feel comfortable that they will be able to repay $700 a week on their home loan the majority of the time. Your situation may be different, and you may only be able to pay 30% of your income to your home loan repayments the majority of the time. For example, maybe you have a lot of bills or expenses. Only you can determine how much you can afford to repay. Use our free Pay My Bills calculator at paidin5.com/gifts to work this out for you. If you know how much you can afford to repay per week, fortnight or month, write down that amount somewhere and how often you can repay this. What if I still don't know how much I can afford to repay? If you are still not sure how much you can afford to repay, look at the last 3 months of your bank statements, or the last year if you can. How much have you saved in the last 3 months or year? This can give you an indication of how much you can repay. For example, if you earned $12,000 in the last 3 months and you spent $6,000, you will have saved $6,000 in 3 months. This leaves you with an approximate repayment amount that you may be able to repay per quarter. To work out for yourself how much you can comfortably repay on a monthly basis, divide the amount you saved in 3 months by 3. For example, $6,000 divided by 3 is $2,000 per month. Note, if you only work this out based on 3 months, this is a very rough estimate only, as you may not have taken into account bills that only happen every year, or new bills that you will receive when you buy a property. So be careful if you are estimating at this cost and based on 3 months, as it is only a rough estimate. Once you have the amount, write that down somewhere and how often you can repay this. To make this estimate more accurate, use the free Pay My Bills calculator at payidin5.com/gifts. If you'd like help to plan your home loan and how you can make it work for you, head to payidin5.com/coaching to book a time to chat with me or the team. In life, you get what you spend your time doing. You've just spent your time learning how to pay your home loan off faster. Head to payidin5.com to book your session and make money work for you.